Welcome back, horror fans. Pumpkin Claw here. Houses are seen as refuge for security and well-being. But for whom? If the residents of a house are monsters, ghosts, or something else, comfort could take place in the form of torture. Here are my top 10 movie House of Horrors. Number 10, 13 Ghosts. This is a classic schlock romp, but if you like horror, then it is blatantly obvious that despite the film's flaws, each of the 11 tortured souls, and Tony Shalhoub's dead wife, this glass eye of hell has a basement full of some of the most interesting entities. If you ever get a hold of the DVD, it has all the backstories of each of the wraiths. I beckon you to check it out. Number 9, House on the Haunted Hill. Vincent Price starred in the original 1959 version full of suspense, deceit, and a vat of acid. Though the closest thing we get to see in this movie is a fake skeleton used to frighten the unwary guests, the ending leaves the ghastly face of Price breaking the fourth wall. I do have to include the 1999 remake because it is a fun horror film with a nice homage to the original, with Jeffrey Rush donning the appearance of Price and even called Price, and the final reveal of the decomposition ghost, even though kind of cheesy, was a nice touch and a cool effect to send off the movie. Number 8, Crimson Peak. This fantasy horror wrapped in a love story has a young woman stuck in a twisted game with a mysterious and decomposing house filled with bloody clay, embedded in the walls, and bloody ghosts stalking the hallways. Brother and sister play a deadly game of capture the fortune, but feelings peek its uninvited head into the mix, and Jessica Chastain proves that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Number 7, The Conjuring. This one will probably be one of the most controversial, since technically all the people who died in this film were already dead. The cursed witch with her dangling feet from the tree and the lost ghost still stuck on her cursed property. Your feelings for this film, it has to be appreciated for the revival it has brought the horror genre of originality in recent years, and the terror caused on the poor family and audiences who witnessed it for the first time. Number 6, People Under the Stairs. One of my favorite Wes Craven films depicting social injustice, racism, and mental instability. When watching this film, despite the hordes of kidnapped children hidden in the basement with their tongues removed, the true evil residing in this wicked house are the resident brother and sister with their abnormal and uncomfortable relationship. Man, do I miss Craven. Number 5, Cabin in the Woods. An homage to all horror, this film has everything from comedy, drugs, boobs, and even an evil clown. The scene with the Harbinger on the phone still cracks me up, and the ending scene with the elevators releasing the endless monsters, demons, and creatures alike, killing off a team of mercenaries is amazing. Thank you, Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard. This is a film that true horror fans can appreciate. Number 4, Evil Dead. Despite your taste for the original 2, or the remake, this secluded cabin holding an evil book made of flesh capable of releasing incomprehensible evil is a warning that ever on vacation and a book made of skin has written in blood, do not read. I would heed the warnings. Though a chainsaw arm would be groovy. Number 3, House. This house is pure evil, stealing a child from a troubled writer, torturing him with monstrous incarnations, raising traumatic non-memories, and even horrible monsters emerging from the closet. If you are a fan of the 80s horror and unfamiliar with this film, seriously, what have you been watching? Number 2, House of a Thousand Corpses. Though I have my opinion of Zombie, and I am sure you do too, I saw this opening day almost 15 years ago, and it still holds its own. With horrible images of decomposing bodies, deformed giants, and Dr. Satan performing heinous surgery under a cemetery, this is a true horror house, and grateful that Zombie worked so hard to fight for us to witness it on the big screen. Number 1, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The one that still keeps us up at night. Cannibalistic family, a perverted obsession with flesh and macabre, the original brought to us by the man himself, Tobe Hooper, and the final scene with Sally in the back of the pickup truck, laughing crazily as she escapes the swinging clutches of Leatherface, with the camera cutting out on an enraged modern monster in the middle of the road. The 2003 introduction to the Hewitts brought its own spin, expanding deeper into the bowels of the torture chamber, full of human appendages, decomposing flesh, and large meat hooks. This is one house that after you finish watching are glad is not in your neighborhood. What are some of your favorite House of Horrors? Comment in the section below, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay scared.